Hello everybody, we'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who has participated in our 7-day wellness challenge. So you've got me, Jenny Luddington, I'm from All Heart Led. We've got the lovely Sue Perrett from Calming Kent and Fiona Hood, who is Reiki at Saxon Shore Healing. So we just thought we'd come in and discuss a little bit about how we've got on with the challenges this week and make a little live video for you. So Sue, what did you enjoy?
I enjoyed your photo safari. I can't remember what day it was, day 5, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the photo safari I think was a brilliant idea. It gets people to go out for a walk, get some exercise, some lovely fresh air, and take their focus off all their worries and just go out. I think if you go out with your phone with the intent to take some photographs or a camera to take some photographs, it takes a focus off of anything else, and you're focusing on what to look for to take a photograph. And there's beautiful autumn colours about at the moment to photograph, so that's really good. My number one, I think, is really important to stop occasionally and take a pause and focus on your breathing, and as you breathe in, say calm, and as you breathe out, say relax. I think it's just, we all rush about all the time, don't we? And we just need to take a pause in the day. So I think, yeah, I've enjoyed them all, and I've enjoyed doing them all, and I hope everybody else has as well. It was the whole aim of our challenge was to boost everybody's well-being. So I hope you've done a good job for you. And I hand over to Fiona. Which two were you liking, Fiona?
Oh my goodness me. I think my favorite was also the photo safari, going out for a walk. I so wanted to do that. I'm self-isolating at the moment, so I couldn't. At least not during daytime. I could see that beautiful autumn light. I just love that golden light that comes over things on autumn afternoons. Oh, but I couldn't really go out walking in it. I was lucky though, because in the evening, my neighbours 2 doors up decided to have a mini firework display for the kids because they couldn't go to one, and I managed to catch a few, which I stuck on the challenge. Really enjoyed that, actually. That was and that was a very sort of like, I was just about to wash up, and then it was like, nope, wipe my hands on my jeans, grab my phone outside in my slippers, press record. I really did enjoy that. I actually can't think off the top of my head about another challenge.
Fiona, was really interesting about that pivot kind of mindset. We can't always do the things that we want the moment we want to, especially in the times that we're finding. So you took the challenge and you were able to say, well, actually I can't do that, how can I make it work for me? And I think that's such an important aspect of changing the way that we think about things or the way that we view things.
Yes, actually, also because I couldn't get out during the day, I went through my gallery on the phone and picked out a few photos I've taken in recent weeks before I was self-isolating. Yeah, I managed to put a few of those up. Autumn reds, like not ivies, but climbing plants that are turning red, really vibrant red, and still so amazing flowering pink flowers. Amazing, just so beautiful. And I put those up instead. I thought, well, they're in the camera roll, use them.
Yes, and that's the thing, it's not about doing this perfectly. For anybody who doesn't know us, I knew Fiona before doing pop-up business school, but one of the things that really brought us together was doing pop-up business school. And it's just been fantastic. So we decided to get together to do this little bit of a collaboration because we've been doing face-to-face therapies, but obviously they've had to stop in the current climate. So we wanted to do something to improve our own as well as everybody else's mental health. We're not sitting here as the absolute experts in the field. We have ups, we have downs. We're just the same as everybody else. I think my favourite prompts were the one that you did, Sue, about the 2 positive thoughts for every negative. And I had just such a fantastic opportunity to put that into practice the other day. You know, when you have a shared document amongst a team, I'd done something and I'd broken it, and I was like having a terror moment, going, oh my God, I've got to go back to the person who created this document and say that I can't work it. And it should have been a quick fix, but I just couldn't do it. And it's so easy to just sit there and check in with that negative chatter saying, oh, you're an idiot, you've done it wrong, you're going to be embarrassed when you go and see the other person. And then I just ended up asking a colleague for help and saying, can I do it? And he fixed it in literally 15 seconds. But I know that would have been a loop.
It's so important to ask for help. I mean, yesterday I had a particularly tough day and ended up being supported by one of our other groups that we belong to, ZC Social Media Group. And it's such a supportive group, and the pop-up community that Jenny talked about is also supportive. And it's lovely to have all these people around. They're friends I haven't yet met in person, that we've met during lockdown. And there are so many of them that I actually feel like I know them and they're my friends. And I was supported lovingly yesterday, and it was a lovely feeling. So, yeah, we all have tough days. We all have tough days. And in those tough days, please reach out for help. All of us 3 are here online a lot. So if you need any help, then message any of us. There's your network of friends, your network of groups. I know Jenny runs lots of groups. I run a group. So if use the network of friends and people on these networks are only too happy to help.
I like what you said there, Sue, about friends you haven't yet met.
Yeah.
I feel the same, actually. So many people I've met from Zoom courses and groups and things like that through the first lockdown. I wouldn't have met them otherwise.
No, nor would I.
I've still not met them in person, and at some point I probably will. But yeah, my social network has expanded vastly through lockdown. And I'm not hugely worried about this lockdown either, for the same reason. I know I can pick up where I left off with the last one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's one of the positives of lockdown, is that everything's gone on Zoom, and we've met people that we wouldn't in normal circumstances have met.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, that's how I met you, actually, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And you're only in Dover. I'm in Folkestone. We should have met before. Actually, I think we did meet briefly down at Stenbrook.
We did meet briefly, yes,
but not for a proper chat. I've chatted to you a lot more online than we ever did that day. But we will resurrect that when we're allowed to meet up.
Exactly. Yes. And it's been great. Great meeting you and chatting and all the groups and all the support. But it's just getting on there and going, you know what, I'm not having the best day, my mood's not all that good, I can't get myself going. And probably after 10 minutes of chatting with other people, they give you suggestions, they give you ideas. You're not actively begging for help, you're just being honest about how you feel, and people will automatically start to help you to feel better and help you to try and turn things around for yourself. And it's just so important just to make that human contact. Just jump on, send a message. Hi, are you around? I feel like a chat. Are you free? It's that easy.
So in that thing about connecting, where can we find each other? So if I start with Sue, what kind of groups and things are you running at the moment?
I run the Holistic Huddle, It's called the Holistic Huddle, but please don't think you need to be a therapist to actually come along. It's open to everybody. It's a really friendly, chatty group. We do have a speaker each month on various subjects. We've covered huge amounts of subjects, from positivity to mirror work to NLP, some of the other therapies. We've got Carla Caswell coming on the 20th of November. It's always on a Friday at 11 o'clock and runs twice a month. Carla's going to be talking about burnout and how we can avoid getting burnt out. So message me if you'd like to join in with the Holistic Huddle. You'd be really welcome. You can find me at Carmen Kent on Facebook or on my webpage, carmenkent.com. The other thing I'm running to try to help people boost their well-being is guided meditation classes, which run on a Tuesday at 7:30 in the evening. They're suitable for beginners, so if you've never done meditation before, you will get such a lot of benefit from it. So again, do message me and come along to the guided meditation. I guarantee you'll feel more relaxed and more calm when you've done the guided meditation. I hope you'll consider coming.
Thanks, Sue. And what about Fiona? What are you up to at the moment?
Wow. Well, during the last lockdown, I had the opportunity to join a 90-day book publishing program. Everybody wants to write a book, right? Yeah, I always wanted to write a book. I didn't have any ideas. I had nothing in my head. I had nothing that I just needed time to pull it out there and put it on paper. But I just had to go for this opportunity. Not doing it just wasn't an option. So, I've been guided and everything supported. I nearly have a book. I will probably spend next week just putting on my own finishing touches. I've worked most recently on the actual structure. It's in 3 parts. So the beginning is my story, how I came to learn all the things I've learned and why I teach them now to other people. Second story is enough of that. What about you? And it's various self-check-in exercises to see how you're doing. Just so you get a scale, realistically of how well you're doing. And then the third section is a range of practical things that you can try to just bring your stress and anxiety levels down a little bit. It's like with everything, you start to practice, you try and do it ideally every day, but it doesn't matter if you skip a day or so here and there. Keep going, and little bit by little bit, it becomes a part of your life. But obviously you go with whatever works best for you. And that's the idea, is that everything that's suggested is something that can be done in a very short space of time. You don't need any time commitment to it. You don't need any financial investment into it. It's a simple thing that you can do in a couple of minutes. Pull up outside the supermarket and take a moment to do the square breathing exercise, for example, before you go in. It's that simple. When you go to the loo at work, you're a bit stressed, go to the loo, shut the door in the cubicle, and there you can do your visualization, for example. Or again, the 4 square breathing or something along those lines. It's all stuff that is very portable and very easy to pull out of your pocket and use. So I've nearly got to the point where I need to hand it over to critical readers now, who will give me a sense of, does it flow correctly? Not too many changes in style, nothing too drastic. Do we need a bit more of this, a bit less of that? Can you explain this a bit more clearly? Can you, whatever? And when I get those comments back, then I'll incorporate what I can, and it goes off to the editors and they do their work. That will be maybe 4 to 6 weeks. So hopefully it'll be out for Christmas. That's the aim. They make it look all nice and pretty and professional and proper. And I'm still sitting here going like, me? I'm writing a book? And once that's done, I've got to I'm building a new website. My current one is one I began on the Pop-Up Business School. And it's they suggest that you use Weebly to build your first website because it's very easy, and the address is yourname.weebly.com. currently I'm on saxonshorehealing.weebly.com, but I'm moving over to a different platform, so it's just going to be saxonshorehealing.co.uk or .com or something like that. Yeah, and gearing up all the online presence and everything to getting the book launched. And I'm still doing distance Reiki sessions. We do those online. You just need to contact me. Any questions you need answering, I'm happy to answer them. It's not a problem at all. And I'm attending other people's groups because that's quite enough work for me to doing. So I attend others to benefit and enjoy those.
Well, I think, Fiona, it is really important to refill your own well, especially if you're working in this field and you're doing a lot of space holding for others. So I'll briefly mention what my offer is at the moment. So I run on Mondays, and this gets a little bit confusing, but the Monday nearest the full moon, I run a red tent. And a red tent is a kind of sacred space for women to get together for nurture and support. And the days that I'm not running the red tent, I run a little group called Confabulous. And I started at the beginning of the last lockdown. I knew that I would regularly need to check in with people. So again, we've got a lovely group of, and this is all women at the moment, and men are completely welcome to join Confabulous. And we just check in. Usually we have a discussion around something to do with COVID or self-care, and it's about checking in, checking out coping skills, and just having a conversation, really. I know a lot of the people in the group are living on their own, so for me it was really important to hold space for those people that might not have family or friends popping in and out. And I genuinely thought we were going to be winding things down as we were moving out of lockdown, but obviously lockdown 2.0 came and we're back in the fold, so we still do that. So that's a Monday at 7:30. And then the other thing that I do on a regular basis at the moment, again over on Zoom, is the Folkestone Moon Journaling and Vision Board group. So journaling and vision boarding are two techniques that I use a lot in my daily and weekly practice. So you can find out more information about those by following me on social media. And the other thing that I do is my brain's gone, the Folkestone Literary Ladies Wellbeing Book Club. So brain's back in gear. And basically that is a book that we read each month. We all take it in turns to select a book on a wellbeing topic. At the moment we're reading Ruby Wax's How to Be Human, which is absolutely hysterical. It's her, a neuroscientist and a Buddhist monk, and they're all talking about these skills that we're using and implementing every day. So that's where you can find me. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Most of these things at the moment are no cost or by donation, but you can also work one-to-one with me. So thank you so much for coming and watching and participating and sharing, and a big thank you to Sue and Fiona for being part of this little collaboration. We've learned so much working together, and you know, these are the biggest fan club you could ever have. So Sue, is there anything you'd like to finish on?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for participating. We've had lovely comments for the whole of the 7 days. We've had a lot of support from people. We've learnt new skills along the way as well, of using Canva and designing and everything else to get this challenge online for you. So it's been good for us, and we've actually done the challenges as well as we've gone. None of us knew what the others were going to do on the challenge. So every day when it wasn't my challenge, I had no idea what Jenny or Fiona was going to post as a challenge for me and you. So I hope you've enjoyed it. We've enjoyed it along the way, and I hope it's boosted your well-being.
Thanks, Sue. And Fiona, final words from you.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody who's taken part. Jenny for coming out with the idea and inviting me to join in, because I wouldn't have come up with it or done it on my own, to be honest. I've really, really enjoyed it. I was just so full of nerves before we actually got going. And then all of a sudden, boom, you've got your idea, you've made your post, it's out there. And then Jenny and Sue take it and run with it. We start commenting and sharing, and it's been an awful lot of fun.
It
And also
has.
very supportive because, you know, goofy me, what did I do yesterday? I was waiting all morning for somebody to post and like, what's happened? Oh my God, it's me. I didn't realize until lunchtime. Sorry, I've just dropped the phone. I didn't realize the lunchtime. It's the 6th. I'm day 6. That's me. Ah! Luckily, I knew what I wanted to do. It was just a question of jumping onto Canva. But in my rush, I'd pushed it out there saying, Wellbeing, day 7, it's the last one. And Sue messages me and says, no, it's not, it's day 6, day 7's tomorrow. I had to cancel them, delete them, and amend the Canva and then put it out again. But it's all gone well. It doesn't matter, you know, we're human too.
And one of the phrases of sort of pop-up and Optivo is done beats perfect, and
Done is better than perfect.
We embody that. So thank you everyone for participating. Do check out Sue, Fiona and myself on social media and see if there's anything that you would like to participate in. And we just thank you for being on this journey with us. So bye-bye everyone.
Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.